What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, this video might not be as long as some of the past ones, but there's some good information in here, and as for some of the highlights, I have exclusive details on the Air Jordan 5 Black and University Blue returning in 2026. As well, Jordan Brand is releasing the Air Jordan 4 London in 2026, which will be a new colorway. And there's a lot more from Jordan Brand. Also in this video is a strong lineup from Nike. And now, let's jump into the news. Alright, LEGO has another collaboration dropping with Nike, and this will be on the Nike Dunk Low, known as Galaxy. Now, the inspiration for this shoe appears to be outer space, but the official colorway is white, brave blue, metallic platinum, and multicolor. Now, this pair adds to the Brave Blue collection. As some of you might remember, in a previous video I went over the GT Cut 3, but the pair also features the signature LEGO branding on the tongue and insoles, and then on the heel we have a LEGO brick in the swoosh. Now, the overlays, which is done in shades of blue, feature a galaxy-like print, and then we have various LEGO blocks throughout. Other details includes white on the midsole, and then we have a translucent rubber outsole with a swoosh and more galaxy print. Like the other releases, this will be available exclusively in kid sizing, and they're going to drop on October 25th. The retail price in grade school sizes is $125, while preschool will cost $105. Just a heads up, we have a release date for the Nike Air Max 95 Yardrunners Collection, which includes 4 colorways of the Air Max 95 that represent different HBCUs. So just to run down, we have the Morehouse pair, which is dressed in black, dark team red, varsity red, and white. The next is Spellman, which is dressed in black, Cobalt Pulse, photo blue, and white. The third represents Florida A&M University, and that pair comes dressed in black, Orange Horizon, Fortress Green, and white. And the last pair is for Norfolk State, and it comes dressed in black, Court Green, Midwest Gold, and white. So all 4 pairs will drop on October 14th. The retail price is $200 each, and so far I've only seen them on the Sneakers app, so I don't know about additional retailers, but the Sneakers app is the spot to head to if you want one or multiple pairs. In a previous video, I said that I saw a new Nike Book 1 Halloween pair dropping. As you know, in 2024, we saw 2 Book 1 Halloween releases, and recently images popped up of the 2025 pair. So the color description is listed as simply black and white. I'll be honest, it doesn't look as good in my opinion compared to the previous Halloween pairs, but the pair features black on the upper. It has a shiny finish with iridescent detailing, but if you look closely, it has a repeated scorpion print throughout. So some people are saying the repeated scorpions is because Devin Booker is a Scorpio and he was born in October. However, what I think is more likely is that he plays in Arizona, specifically Phoenix, and there's a lot of scorpions in Arizona. Now, we don't have a ton of photos, so we can't see the insoles or anything like that, but what it looks like is the book logo on the tongue. It kind of has like this spooky font to it. And then we have white on the laces and the midsole. Now, I can't really tell in these photos. There's a possibility that the outsole glows in the dark. It kind of looks like it could, but that's just speculation. Now, as for a release date, they're currently scheduled to drop on October 21st, and the retail price will be $155. For some odd reason, we have a ton of updates on the Nike Air Max 90 in this video. Now, for fans of the Air Max 90, this is great news. Just weird how it all played out, but we have a familiar pair returning, and that is the Air Max 90 N7. So this pair was initially dropped back in 2020, specifically on June 21st. And just to read from what Nike initially said back in 2020, nothing as fly, nothing as comfortable, nothing as proven. Celebrate the proud history of Native Americans and indigenous people in North America with your Nike Air Max 90 N7. Color reveal suedes let you create a one-of-a-kind design that adds vibrancy and texture to your look, while the waffle sole, stitched overlays, and classic TPU accents stay true to its OG running roots. To finish it off, ultra soft Nike Air cushioning adds comfort to your journey. Now, I've always liked this colorway, and I have no idea why they're re-releasing 5 years later, but hey, if you like them, you don't own them, this is your chance. And they're currently scheduled to drop on October 13th. So far, the Sneakers app is the spot I've seen with them, and the retail price is $135. Now, the initial retail price was $130, so they've gone up $5. We have another pack returning from 2020, and this is the Nike Air Max 90 Metallic Pack. Now, the pack features 3 colorways that were initially offered by Nike by You, but then released to the public in 2020. So all 3 are a women's exclusive release, and the first pair comes dressed in metallic gold, and club gold. Now the second features silver chrome, and pure platinum, and then the third is dressed in metallic rose gold and white. So basically, we have either silver gold or rose gold covered on the upper with a shiny finish, and then white covers the midsole and the rubber outsole. So in 2020, they dropped in women's sizing and in toddler sizing, and they initially dropped on Air Max Day. But for the re-release of this pack, they're scheduled to be released in summer 2026, which means a release will take place between April and June. So just outside of Air Max Day. And the retail price is expected to be $180 each, but I wouldn't be surprised if the retail price was a bit higher. UK retailer Size has another collaboration, and this time it's going to be on the Nike Air Max 90. So it's known as White Soft Pearl, which is due to the colorway, which is White Soft Pearl, Pure Platinum, and Summit White. Now this pair will help celebrate the boutique's 25th anniversary. Now it comes constructed with suede mesh and perforated leather, and the heel tabs have Nike Air, but it's translucent, and you can see the size question mark behind it. Orange also lands on the tongue and insoles. The insoles also have co-branding as well as the plastic hang tag. The pair also features a white midsole and a semi-translucent rubber outsole, and there's a bunch of text written across the outsole. I really can't make out what the text is. It looks like a bunch of numbers, but if anybody watching knows what this stands for, please let me know down below. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date for this pair, but they are expected to drop this holiday season, and no retail price as of yet. Images leaked last week of the upcoming Grateful Dead, Oregon Ducks, Nike Air Max 90 Grateful Ducks. So this is a collaboration that will actually be releasing, and the pair features a cell, yellow strike, and green shot colorway. Now, this isn't the Grateful Dead's first collaboration with Nike. As some of you may remember, back in 2020, there was an SB Dunk Low pack that dropped. I wish I picked up a pair, or I should say, I wish I was able to pick up at least one pair from that pack because I really like them. But to go over this pair, it features a tie-dye on the mudguard. And the swoosh logo, it's very fuzzy, done in green and outlined in yellow. The upper of this pair features cell, constructed with leather. And then on the heel, replacing Nike branding, we have the Grateful Dead logo. The outsole features a mixture of black, green, and yellow, and it has aged areas, almost as if the pair has been worn. Kind of scuffed look. There also looks like there's some branding on the inside of the tongue. I don't have a clear shot of that. And the pair also comes with a keychain that has the Grateful Dead bears, but instead of them being bears, it's actually the ducks. So a nod to Oregon. Now, as for a release, this pair is currently scheduled to drop on October 24th, and the retail price will be $140. Now, I did see Bodega drop them and then pulled them from the website. I'm not sure if they actually sold the pairs or if they released them earlier than expected, or I should say released them earlier than Nike wanted them to be released. But I will say that it is good that it looks like more places are getting these Oregon Ducks collabs than GOAT. No offense to GOAT, shout out to them because they've been sending me shoes of these collabs, but this will also give people who are a fan a better chance to purchase. Coming soon, we have the Nike Air Max 90 Skunk. And the nickname Skunk comes from the Nike SB Dunk High Skunk that dropped back in 2010. Now, the colorway isn't exactly on point, but it does feature the same materials, so that's why it received the Skunk nickname. So the pair features a cargo khaki, old moss, dusty olive, and velvet brown colorway. As you can see, the upper features a fuzzy makeover. Now, that represents grass, but Not the kind you find outdoors. I don't want to get demonetized here, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, the pair does lack purple, although it kind of looks like it features purple in some of the images. That, of course, is due to the lighting. It's actually brown, so I'm sure Nike will officially call them some sort of earth thing. But that lands on the swoosh and the midsole, as well as Nike Air on the heel. The look is completed with a brown and green rubber outsole. So no release date for this pair, but they're expected to drop this holiday season, and the retail price will be $145. Also dropping this holiday season, we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Safari. Now, to some, this pair might look familiar, and back in 2024, we saw the Nike SB Dunk Low Safari Olympics release. Now, around that time, there was a friends and family pair that was gifted out. Well, this is that pair, and they're going to be released at retailers. Now, this pair is also inspired by the 1987 Air Safari, designed by Tinker Hatfield, specifically the OG colorway, and it features a cobblestone, black, monarch, and cobblestone colorway. So standing out is safari print around the toe and the overlay that wraps the heel. We have black on the base, and then orange lands on the toe, the branding throughout, and the liner. The shoes also feature a cell midsole and a black rubber outsole. So again, no release date for this pair, but they will drop this holiday season, and the retail price is expected to be $130. Alright, moving on to Jordan Brand, and we have a new Air Jordan 40 that popped up, and the pair is known as medium olive. Now, I did receive a list of upcoming Air Jordan 40 colorways sometime back, and what Jordan Brand was calling this pair was Edge. I don't know why, but that was the nickname for them. Maybe it's a code name, I'm not entirely sure. But the official colorway is medium olive, noir, and anthracite. Now, overall, it kind of looks like the undefeated Air Jordan 4, the colorway that is. We have shades of green, and then tucked away on the eyelets, you could see orange. So I do feel that is kind of the look they were going for, but of course it's not confirmed. Now this pair is constructed with canvas and nubuck on the upper, mostly covered in olive, and then we have a cream hue on the midsole, and then black lands on the tongue and the collar. The pair also comes with 3M reflective accents, and a partial milky translucent rubber outsole. So when I got sent over the initial information, the release date for this pair is October 16th. So there's a possibility they could drop on October 16th. They may have got delayed. This information I did receive some time back, so things always change. But once we have a confirmed release date, I definitely will make sure to let you guys know. And the retail price will be $205. Jordan Brand is dropping a new Day of the Dead pack, and so far we have two pairs, and the first one is known as the Air Jordan 1 Low Somos Eternos. Now, I apologize if I mispronounced it, but that is what the pack is officially known as. So this will be an Air Jordan 1 Low SE. It won't feature Nike Air branding, but it comes dressed in a denim turquoise, red stardust, light stone, and smoky blue colorway. Now, going over the pair, it features blue leather on the overlays and then a cream-like hue on the base. Perforations outline the swoosh, but if you look at the swoosh, it looks like a cracked rock design filled in. It almost looks like safari print, but yeah, it looks kind of like cracked stones to me. Now, instead of a Jumpman on the tongue, the label itself is pink, and then within it we have a sun, and it kind of has a metallic gold finish to it. The pair also comes with metal eyelets, and then on the insoles, it features a skeleton graphic. The design is completed with a pink rubber outsole. The pair also comes with special packaging done in all black. It reads Somos Eternos on the lid, and then we have the Jumpman. This pair also comes with a sticker, actually two stickers. It's a candle and the number 23 in the shape of the flames. Now, this pair actually already released in Japan on September 8th, but they're going to drop in the States in November, and the retail price will be $135. Now, the second pair part of the Somos Eternos pack is the Air Jordan 4. Now, more than likely, people will like this pair more, just because the Air Jordan 4 is a more popular model. But for this pair, it features soft pearl, metallic gold, light bone, and jade horizon. So the pair does have a premium feel, and as you can see, there's a lot of details that run across the upper, and it's connected to the Day of the Dead artwork. Now, this pair also is constructed with leather. We have mesh on the panels in the tongue, And then the gold tongue patch also features a sun, but there's two suns, they're stacked. I'm not sure what that means, so if anybody knows in the comment section, please let me know. Now Jade Horizon will land on the wing eyelets, part of the midsole, and the Jumpman on the heels. The insoles will also feature a heart with two skeletons, which I thought is pretty dope. I wish it was somewhere more visible. Now the pair also features speckled detailing, and then the outsole has a mixture of blue, green, and white. Also, this pair comes with a lace charm done in metallic gold, and it also comes with special packaging like the Air Jordan 1 Low. For this pair, we don't have a specific release date, but they're expected to drop in November, and the retail price will be $230. Thanks to Hiroshi Fujiwara, we have our first look at the Off-White Air Jordan 1 High OG Alaska. Now, this pair won't be called Off-White, or won't be an official collaboration with Off-White, but with Virgil Abloh, or I should say his estate. Now, the overall look from these photos resemble that of the Euro pair, which initially dropped in 2017. However, the biggest difference lands on the medial side. So instead of it reading Off-White for Nike, it reads VAA for Nike. So the VAA stands for Virgil Abloh Archive. In one of the images, you can also see the little bit of blue and orange that connects to the swoosh. It does feature air on the midsole. The materials look about on point. Around the heel, it looks a little bit different, but that could be due to the lighting. Now, he's not wearing them with a zip tie. I heard somewhere that they can't use the zip tie unless it's an official Off-White collab. I don't know how true that is, and honestly, he could have just removed the zip tie from the shoes. So this pair was supposed to drop this holiday season. However, it got delayed. And like I said, for the Off-White, or I should say Virgil Abloh Nike Air Force 1 Low Sesame, the reason why I believed the pair got delayed was due to Nike and Off-White not being able to finalize a deal. And this way they could with Virgil Abloh's estate. Now, I don't think this makes any difference. At least to me. You guys might think differently, but I don't mind that it's a collab straight with Virgil and not Off-White. But either way, let me know your thoughts down below. Now, we don't have a specific release date, but like I said prior, they were moved to spring 2026, which means a release will take place between January and March. Also, the retail price is expected to be $195. Alright, we have more classic colorways dropping from Jordan Brand in 2026. And the next pair to talk about is the Air Jordan 5 Sunset. Now, you may have saw me talk about this on Twitter or the website yesterday. Don't worry, I do have some exclusive news for this video, but as most of you know, this pair is a women's exclusive. It will be in 2026 as well. And they initially dropped in 2006, so the pair will celebrate its 20th anniversary. The shoes feature a white, sunset, fire red, and black colorway. Now, to go over the pair, they are constructed with leather covered in white. They feature the signature translucent mesh on the panels and the tongue, and then highlighting the pair is sunset, which is a shade of orange. On the Jumpman located on the tongue with 3M reflective detailing on the backdrop, and the flames on the midsole. The pair also features fire red on the liner, inside of the tongue, Jumpman on the heel, and across the outsole, which has a translucent tint. So as for a release date, unfortunately, I don't have a specific one, but they are part of Jordan Brand's Fall 2026 collection, which means a release will take place between July and September. Also, the retail price is expected to be $215. Now, the images used is the 06 pair, so you can expect an updated shape as well. Alright, moving on to some more exclusive news. We have a new pair dropping in Fall 2026, and this is known as the Air Jordan 4 London. Now, although the image used is a mock-up, this is an accurate representation of what's releasing. As well, I don't know the full background story to these, but it has a lot of interesting details. So, the official colorway is black, red bark, dark smoke gray, and hemp. Now, the pair will feature a washed black upper with suede around the toe. Overall, the pair has a worn or even an aged look. Now, on the winged eyelets, the back heel tab, and part of the midsole, there will be scuff marks. Now, the pair will have Nike Air branding, but it will be modified. So it'll have the Nike and the swoosh, but instead of Air, it'll have LDN, so short for London. Now, on the inside of the tongue, it reads No Excuses. This pair is also being called No Excuses. It also comes with a hang tag, as you could see in one of the images. It'll be like the Nike Air hang tag, but it'll have LDN instead of Air. And then we have a cream hue on part of the midsole and brown on the rubber outsole. So I'm sure there will be a full story to this, and I'll find out more information soon. And again, no specific release date, but dropping fall 2026, which means a release will take place between July and September. Also, the retail price is expected to be $220. When I heard about this pair returning, I was excited. I really like this pair. I own the original pair, but I can no longer wear them. And in fall 2026, the Air Jordan 5 Black and University Blue will return. Now, this pair is also known as UNC, and they initially dropped in 2006. So to celebrate the 20th anniversary, they're returning next year. Now, when this pair initially dropped in 06, it was part of Jordan Brand's lifestyle series. You guys might notice that Jordan Brand is dropping more pairs from the lifestyle series, which I think is dope. But what the lifestyle series was known for, also known as LS, is that when they were released, there was matching apparel. As well, they were somewhat on the limited side, different from today's standards of limited. And for the 2026 pair, it'll feature a black, university blue, and white colorway, just like the 06 pair. So the images used is the 2006 pair, not the 2026. So for sure, you can expect the shape to be updated. And for now, they're expected to feature a Jumpman, but of course, things could change. Now, going over this pair, it features black nubuck on the upper, and then we have contrast stitching throughout. I've always liked that look. Of course, we have translucent mesh on the panels and the tongue. And then highlighting the pair is University Blue, hitting the Jumpman branding on the heels, inside of the tongue, and the translucent rubber outsole. The pair will also come with 3M on the tongue, and then a black midsole. Again, I'm really excited about this pair returning, as well as the Air Jordan 14 Black and University Blue. Both of those pairs will be a pickup for me. Even though I do own the original of both, I can't wear them anymore. But again, dropping fall 2026, which means a release will take place between July and September. Also, the retail price is expected to be $215. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. One more thing, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, I do plan on dropping one more video this week. I'm not sure if it's going to be a news video or a holiday 2025 Air Jordan release dates video. I wanted to do a roundup of that. I do have a lot more leaks to cover, so I'll probably figure that out in the next day or so. But for this video, let me know what you liked or disliked down below. As well, if you have any questions, make sure to leave those down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.